This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so Wiz Khalifa. I mean, what else is he going to rap about now? It's the same every time. Tell a gang and pepper planes. We got two girls, there's two ways. You know, and then he goes, riding in a 911, smoking cushion Nevin. You know, it's the same every time. There's nothing new. There's substance with Wiz Khalifa is very limited. Very limited. It's over, bro. Stop. Okay? Go tour for the rest of your life. You have hit singles. Wiz Khalifa will tour for the rest of his life, for sure. Gunna, last one album. I'm excited about this. Gunna's been dropping good music. Ever since he got out of jail, he's been dropping his best work to me. Then we got Turk still crying about BG. Lil Wayne won't go on tour with Cash Money. Cash Money's over, man. It's just like, you know, I know they tried to do this reunion tour. Without Lil Wayne, it's not a reunion tour. I don't care what you say, you know. They didn't even want Turk on the tour, to be honest with you. But Birdman let it happen, and I'm sure Juvenile was like, yeah, let's let it happen. But then Turk started Turkin, you know. Turk always goes too far. He's like, what? You know, like he was glad to be on the tour at first. Then he gets more entitled, and he's like, yo, now you have to be my friend, BG. Like, bro, you guys weren't friends for the longest time. You know, like, I know he was saying free BG and all that. That's cool. But that doesn't mean BG owes you friendship. Something happened. And I'm not surprised. I've seen Turk do some crazy things since he's been home, you know. He's Turk means well. Turk means well, but I'm gonna be honest, like none of them seem to get along with Turk. And Lil Wayne doesn't seem to get along with anybody really, like enough to do a show and that's it. I don't know. Benzino's out here trying to drop new music, and I see he's really trying to push that, like, you know, because everyone's clowning him right now for this new music he dropped, and he's posting people, oh, you know, Benzino gave so much to the music industry with The Source. Guys, this is the man who was behind The Source, Dave Mays, okay? Benzino came in and assisted him to, like, you know, like that he was the muscle, but like Dave Mays was the brains behind The Source. You think Benzino was in there typing up articles and lining up business ventures? Why can't he get another business venture off since then? They even tried to do Hip Hop Weekly together after that, but like something just was so toxic in their relationship that it just didn't work past that. But Dave Mays started The Source in his dorm room, okay, in Boston, and it went from there, you know, and they were a good duo, okay? Like Benzino offered what he offered, and Dave Mays offered, obviously, all the operations and everything. And, you know, they tried to shift into different things, and they got a venture capitalist firm, I think, got involved with them. And they stopped putting money into the magazine when they were trying to go. They were right at the cusp of going from paper magazines to digital, because Dave Mays saw it was going that way. But they just, he said himself, they just spent too much on the website. You know, back then, it was different, bro. Like, you couldn't just build a website for a couple $100. It cost a lot. It cost definitely, like, some people were charging like 50 to 100 grand, but they wanted it to be like next level. I think they ended up putting millions into it somehow. And he says it was one of the biggest mistakes. Oh, I think they were trying to have all their own servers and everything. Yeah. Because like back then it was like, it wasn't as easy to get like server space on a cloud. It was just, it is what it is. Benzino's a clown, bro, because he was just exposed with his cousin, like what was his nephew or something. The paperwork was exposed from him in court on an interview. The guy read him his paperwork. He's like, "That's not true because I didn't say this about." It's like, bro, you kind of like told a little bit, like, you know, you didn't snitch per se, but like you're not as solid as you portray, you know. Mike Dean wants to work with Yeet. Okay. Cardi B previews a new song. Am I the Drama at SummerSlam. She's gonna win either, regardless. A label. She's the top priority at her label, so there's no way she's not gonna win. It's just like that's all that. 7-8 years later, Cardi B's the biggest act they got still. So she's gonna win no matter what. So people could not move in the crowd on the song. It doesn't matter. It's a new song. They don't know it. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: she's gonna win. She's gonna sell 200,000 the first week. For sure. And then they're going to bundle it. It's probably like 300. Well, Diddy, the judge comes back and says, hey, no means no. You're not going to get out. He's trying to tell the judge now. First, they submitted the Gina letter. This is supposedly the third victim. But she's supporting Diddy coming home. Right? So she submitted that letter. Then Diddy said he's eating maggots. So this is his second refusal within 7 days of being let out. So the judge was like, no, you haven't shown that you're like, they wanted him to demonstrate that he's sorry or something like that, or remorseful. I don't know. It's a little crooked, I'm gonna be honest with you. Boosie accepts a plea deal for his gun case. He said, I thought this case was over and I was going to get my life back. I'm just tired of fighting. So he's going to do some time, I guess. Adin Ross versus Anthony Fantano. He talks about, the guy's divorce and everything. And Anthony Fantano doesn't like anything about Drake, right? So anything related to Drake also gets torn up. Adin Ross, academics, Drake himself. But right now, Anthony Fantano is being canceled for saying the N-word on some streams, right? With rap lyrics. So they're saying, oh, your wife can't help you now because he was married to a black woman. So, Adin Ross is gunning for him. So, Dez Bryant says Nicki should go get that $10 million in cash so he could fight her husband, because Nicki offered to put up $10 million for them to fight. Then also Dez Bryant is looking into taking legal action against Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj responded by highlighting again that he has put hands on his mother.
If your mother was already abused, why would you grow up to beat her as a man? Starting to look like some of you men who didn't have a father in the home want other people to not have a father in their home. It's starting to look like some of you men whose daddy and granddaddy is the same man has been projecting his anger.
Nicki doesn't stop.
Dude, so is that why you've been beating her? Because you are taking out what he did on your mother. Who shame to their dads. So when they see a dad that's living in a home married with his wife, I guess, maybe that's a trigger.
Oh, gosh. Nicki does not stop. I would not want to have beef with Nicki. War of Worlds starring Ice Cube debuts at 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think Ice Cube, they probably offered Ice Cube a lot of money to do this movie because obviously it wasn't so great. Then Rocco returns with a new single produced by Zaytoven and Metro Boomin. Make sure you guys go check that out. What's it called? Huh. What is it called? Oh, make it make sense. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. That's it. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.